Hi, good morning. I'm Dr. Deb Hecker. And a question that I often get asked is, what's the real reason that people get divorced? Um, if you ask somebody who's in the process of thinking about getting divorced or separated, they're going to come up with a couple of possible reasons. Some very typical reasons are we argue too much, our communication is not good, one member of the team is cheating, money is a big problem, lack of intimacy, et cetera, et cetera. The reality is, I have never met a divorced person who, when they got married, wanted to get divorced. And I'm sure if any of you who are listening to this are divorced, you would agree with me that that was not what you were aiming for. I have guided countless people through marriages and divorce, and what I've come to realize is that, and this is important, divorce is not about the ending of a marriage, as would seem obvious. It's really much more about the quest for intimacy. Divorce is more about the quest for intimacy. Let me explain. So, despite the all-consuming nature of what happens to us when we first have a relationship, when we fall in love, and the world is wonderful, the bottom line is that does not last. We know that from personal experience, and we also know that from divorce statistics. So to really understand why marriages fail, we need to go back in time, not to when you first met your spouse or your partner, but really back to early childhood when you started to learn about early attachments in your primary relationship with your family. So, what's going to happen is what we learn about those primary attachments, which have to do with learning how to develop relationships with other people, learning about empathy, learning about resolving conflict. These issues are taken into our adult relationships. And the fact of the matter is that no relationship, no parent-child relationship is perfect. So what happens is we tend to look to our partner to make up for the deficits that we had in our early childhood. So let me give you a simple example. Let's just say there's a parent-child situation where the parent is intrusive. Or controlling. One possible result of that for the adult would be that the person is resistant to intimacy, or on the other hand, they could be clingy, but there's going to be some kind of a pattern. So the bottom line is that it's unrealistic to expect that your partner is going to make up for your deficits. Looking to your partner, and it happens often very unconsciously, it is a recipe for disaster. So in my view, divorces are really the result of problems with intimacy. The superficial reasons that I mentioned earlier, they matter, but the real reason is that people bring in their unresolved baggage from childhood. So thanks for listening, and please tune in next week. I'm going to talk about whether or not divorce can be predicted. Thanks for coming again. Bye-bye.